Hello and welcome to another Community Spotlight segment. I'm your host Steve with Burnett Painting. Today I am here with H&H Signs, winner of the Better Business of the Month Award with the Venice Chamber. Welcome John.
Thank you.
And Allie.
Thank you.
How are you guys?
Good?
Fine, fine.
Steve, I would like to say, first of all, thank you for doing this and taking time out of your busy schedule to do the Community Spotlight and let the community know what great businesses we have out there. And we both feel, truly honored and grateful that you've asked us to be a part of it.
Wow, thank you, John. I appreciate that very much. I'm having a lot of fun. This is great. It's a good time for me, so I enjoy doing this. H&H Signs. John, how did you get your start in this business?
Well, 15 years ago, my son moved down here. We all moved down here from Indiana, and he started working for a company that did signs, and they were a sign broker. They really didn't make the signs, but they were a sign broker. He was just about ready to get a large contract with the Orange County School Systems for ADA Braille signs.
Okay.
And he looked at me, and I was a national sales manager traveling all over the place, and he says, "You tired of traveling?" I said, "Sure." He says, "You know a lot about production?" So much. I'm a salesman. He says, "Let's start our own company, let's make our own signs. I've got this contract with the school systems." And so he pulled me into it. I didn't have to travel anymore.
Okay.
And we learned signs from the ground up. We hired one of the best production managers, Kelly, at the time. And she's in charge of all the machines in the back and does the signs. So we started from Braille signs, which has nothing to do with the retail process, and we grew into just all types of signs and diversified. So
as we can see behind us, you have a vest wall here and another wall across here and throughout your entire shop and office.
So Matt moved on to real estate, and I brought in my daughter.
So when did you bring in Ellie, and how did you get your start into the business?
I started about 2003, and I actually started back in the production room making the signs, and then gradually moved my way up to the front and to being his partner and working in the company.
I'm into cheap child labor.
Cheap child labor?
Yeah,
all the kids in.
Right, good. That's good. What do you enjoy most about what you guys are doing?
I enjoy working with the people and helping them make their business successful, getting them noticed, getting them out there, making them look good, and growing their businesses as well, and growing the relationships with our customers.
Okay. I think you both admit that there are changing times and economics. What do you see as trending or coming trends or different trends in your business?
A lot of people are wanting to do things more on a shoestring at this point, and with signs, you can do that to a certain point, but we don't want them to walk out of here with a sign that's not going to last or that's not going to be right for their application. So we try to find a very good middle ground to where we stay in their budget, but yet they still get a really good quality sign that's going to work for what they're using it for.
Okay.
And I think that's very important. We like to make signs that are going to last, that are durable. We have some things like polyroute that's going to last for a very, very long time.
Sure.
But sometimes we have to price a little lower sign so that it meets their budget, and they can go forward with something that's going to be effective for them. But there's other things, like we know the code well enough that there's certain things they can get by without doing a permit. But we're not going to put up anything that requires a permit because we are licensed in the county. But there are ways to get around that that are still effective.
Okay, all right. You bring up a good point with permits. Now, do you find you do more signs for buildings than you do vehicles? Because you also do vehicle signage as well.
This month, vehicles. Next month, buildings. It all depends.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all over the place. We're so diversified to do all types of signs that anybody walks in this door, we find out what they need, and we fill it.
Okay, great. Would you please describe the strangest or funniest incident?
Well, anytime that we go out to install a sign, whether it's just a panel sign or individual letters, you can't do that without having at least two people yell out their car window or yell from you, at the bottom of the ladder, "It's crooked," or "It's spelled wrong."
Oh, you mean while they're going by, while you guys are putting...
Yeah, yelling out the window, "It's crooked!" They think it's the funniest thing, and we go, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were putting up a sign in the USF in Tampa.
Right.
And someone said, "It's spelled wrong." And we said, "Oh, yeah." And we got done putting up all these nice letters on this building, went away, came back to Venice, and they called us up and said, "It really is spelled wrong." And then, again. Okay.
That's
Don't
funny.
you do that either.
Right? So the one time somebody drove by to help you out, they were right.
Yeah,
we were right,
Okay,
yeah.
to be critic, sure.
Yeah.
Well-
Imagine.
What one sentence would you like people to use when they describe H&H Signs? Or, I'm sorry, let me follow this up with what is unique about H&H Signs. What's one sentence or what is unique about H&H Signs?
I believe our equipment that we have is kind of unique for the area. We have we have 2 computer routers back there that are CNC machines. People understand that.
What's a CNC?
CNC machine is a computer router.
Okay.
It's like a 4-foot by 8-foot table. You put a big sheet on there, and it actually routes into
So
that
cut
sheet.
straight into it, it's like a carpenter's router. You say router, I think computer router, but it's the
Yeah, like a router engraver router,
Sure,
that type of thing.
okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
so we have that. That's what we do to make the Braille signs and that type of thing. That does make us unique. But also the router gives us the ability to make these very, very durable signs that are going to last for 25 years. You know, and not
Okay.
have a problem that we do a lot of parks and that type of thing. That's kind of unique for us.
All right.
So what do you think?
Well, I would like to, when this is all said and done, for people to walk away from H&H Signs with a feeling that they got great customer service, that they got a good product for what they spent, that they feel comfortable with it, that they feel like we treated them like family and we used integrity, and that they got everything, the bang for their buck,
Sure,
and
sure.
the whole experience.
Okay. Well, I can testify to that for us. We use your services, and it's been nothing but fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It is time for our bonus question.
Ooh.
So you each get to answer, and I'll shuffle these guys up, point to one, and I will,
Go ahead.
no,
Oh, right there.
this one, okay,
Uh-huh.
so that's yours,
Okay.
Ellie, and that one is yours. Okay, we'll go Ellie first. If you're an animal, which animal would you be?
Oh wow, what a great question. Oh, gosh. I would have to say I would like to be a dolphin.
A dolphin?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, just the way that the speed that they have and the freedom that they have, and they're just so beautiful and graceful. I think that would be pretty cool.
All right, great, thanks Ellie. John, if you could be a superhero, who would you be and why?
I'd be Superman.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he can fly. And I've always wanted to fly. And I always wanted to, of course, be strong and be a man of steel.
Okay.
But he always did good for the good.
Mm.
You know, he was out there to make things right, which
Okay.
would be good too. Be able to have that kind of power to make things right would be super.
Okay, awesome.
Man.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you, John.
Okay.
Thank you, Ellie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. This has been another Community Spotlight. I'm your host, Steve, with Burnett Painting, reminding you and encouraging you to make it a great day with John's final passing signs to have a nice day. Thank you.